Hi everyone and welcome. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to convert from mixed fractions to improper fractions. We do need these techniques in order to help us with ordering fractions questions as well as questions involving operations with mixed fractions. Let's get started. First, we're going to visualize what mixed fractions look like. Recall that the denominator tells us how many parts each whole gets divided into. So for our first example, 1 2/3, the number 3 tells us that each whole gets divided into 3 parts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw 2 bars. Remember, each bar represents one whole. And within each bar, I'm going to divide it into 3 parts. Essentially, each part is 1/3. To represent a 1 2/3, what we're going to do is we're going to color in all of the first bar, that's one whole, and only 2 parts of the second bar, which is 2/3. Now, essentially, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have got 5 thirds. In other words, 1 2/3, our mixed fraction is equivalent to 5/3 as an improper fraction. So for the second example, 2 3/4, this time our denominator is 4. So we're going to divide each bar into 4 parts. I'm going to start off by drawing 3 bars. And then we're going to divide each bar into 4 parts. Essentially, again, each part is a quarter. To represent 2 wholes, we're going to shade in all of the first 2 bars, right? And for 3/4, we're just going to shade in 3 out of 4. So if we count all these up, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 quarters, or 2 3/4 as a mixed fraction is the same as 11/4 as an improper fraction. The idea of this method is to help you visualize what's happening, but it can get quite tedious, especially if you're working with large fractions. And that's why in the next slide, we're going to show you how to do this algorithmically. In order to convert 1 2/3 into an improper fraction algorithmically, what we're going to do is we're going to take our 1, that's our 1 whole, and we're going to multiply to the denominator of 3, and onto that we're going to add 2, and all of this is over 3. Now that works out to be 5/3. So having a look where the numbers are all coming from, that's our whole 1. The 3 comes from our denominator. And the 2 comes from the fractional part. And that's our answer, 5/3. So for the second one, similarly, first we take the 2 and we multiply to the denominator of 4. And then we add 3 to it, and all of this over 4. That works out to be 11/4. Again, checking where the numbers are all coming from. We've got our 2 wholes. That gets multiplied to the denominator of 4. And the 3 comes from the fractional part. And that's how we get our final answer of 11/4. So here we can write 1 2/3 is the same as 5/3. 2 3/4 is the same as 11/4. Some more examples. If we have 7.5, we take the 7, we multiply to the denominator of 2, and then we add 1. All of this over 2. And that's the same as 15/2. So where the numbers are coming from, we've got 7 wholes. Our denominator is 2. And our numerator is 1. And that gives us the final answer of 15/2. So for the second example, 12, 5, 6. Again, we take the 12 from the whole. We multiply it to the denominator of 6, and then we add 5 from the numerator, everything over 6. And that's going to be the same as 77 over 6. Where the numbers are coming from? 12, that's from our whole. The denominator is 6. And the numerator is 5. And that gives us the final answer of 77 over 6. Seven and a half is the same as 15 over 2. 12, 5, 6 is the same as 77 over 6. Thanks for watching this video. In our next video, we're going to be using the techniques we learned to help us with operations involving mixed fractions. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.